welcome to another episode of Friday Night Gaming. I'm Mike.
I'm Woody.
And tonight we're going to finish our Castlevania...
Yes.
Oh, right in front.
That's alright, yeah, we've come this far. The last episode you took on Death. You beat Death. Mm-hmm. And now we keep moving on forward to the hardest / easiest boss ever.
Where does Death go when you kill him? I mean, he always comes back.
Well, he goes to Super Hell. Yeah.
I don't want to go to Super Hell. I better be a good boy of regular Hell.
Yeah. We need to throw out the demon card real quick.
Hell number 2.
Oh, the Hell 2. This guy.
Oh.
That's the noise he's going to make right now. Watch.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
He sounds like a nerd or anything.
Yeah, way too excited for that. But he helps you out. See, like, you can use the... I just want to say I'm sorry we never really used familiars during this playthrough, guys, but I see no use for them at all. Like, they don't... Like, that's the only part they help out with. It's just opening that way to get to this one. The game you can more or less just take on, dudes. With what you got, especially once we get that gas cloud going. I gotta say, I like how you fight these guys as regular guys now. Because they were bosses back in part 1, remember that? Now they're shots.
They stole that from Future Age.
Our sire, some life apples, yes. Speaking of familiars, actually, I'm pretty sure that those are familiar items. If they get knocked out or frozen or something like that. I would like to try that. Maybe next time I play through this game, I'll see what I can do with the familiars more. Oh, that's satisfying.
It really is. Those things can be pricks.
But it's Dracula's castle. There's got to be bats.
It wouldn't be a bit of a...
Even have a bat.
Even that's satisfying.
Boom.
Sure you don't want to use the a la carte one?
Yeah. Oh my. It's got that cool little balloonist to it. Still don't got the cloak yet, though. That'll be coming up soon.
Those things just get fucking obliterated.
We really don't need to go to the portal right now, though. Shapes.
I think it's would have been a play on the N64, just permanently.
Definitely have to do something about the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that music is not good stuff. Power side is just an attack that attacks the whole screen, kind of like the pentagrams and stuff like that. Again, items that I really never needed through the game. We'll probably end up using them on Dracula, just for some fun. Oh yeah, it's coming up. I forget. Also, I think the boss we're fighting, I want to say he's in Kid Dracula in some way. I don't know this. Maybe someone in the comments, whoever's watching, can help me with this. But I think he's in the Kid Dracula game. Which is cool.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone through Kid Dracula yet, but I probably should. It's alright. It's a...
That was when him and Death were friends.
Oh, yeah.
Kid Dracula.
Yeah. There is a Castlevania game where you do play as Dracula. But it's not like the Dracula we know of now. It's like the original... I don't even know if he's a vampire for most of the game.
Yeah.
Always be saving. Remember that, people watching. ABS. Always be saving.
Yep.
Oh, once we get what we need, trust me. Awesome attack coming up, guys.
Fuck those guys.
I'm one of you.
Yeah.
We'll go this way. I'm just a cloud.
What happened to that relaxing music?
The sound effects of this are pretty cool, yeah. Uh-oh. Or, you know what we need?
Mm-hmm. Spike breaker?
Spike breaker, where did we see that?
Up top. Talk about that sound.
That sound.
I would just go and kill every single one of those things.
The gold blood skeletons get up very quickly. Yeah, that's right. Die, cat. Oh, throw an axe at the cat. Oh. Yeah. He's army of cats.
They should have been there.
Get right up. Might need those items. Just to let everyone know, we are trying to get most of the map coverage going. That's like, whereas with Metroid, it's about time, how quickly you can beat the game. With this one, it's getting, like, going everywhere.
Yeah.
So far, we're doing good with it. That weird ricochet thing.
I don't mind, but the axe is the best one.
Yeah. That cat was coming right for me. The most satisfying sound.
See, that's something Sonic needs. He's better smash him.
I don't need the spike breaker anymore. What do we got here? I think it's the walk armor that gives me the most protection. 39. But my intelligence goes down quite a bit. Or is it that initiative? I don't know.
Yeah.
Until I get, like, the actual, you know, out-of-card armor or whatever it is. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that?
Why did they not get hit by their own hail?
Yeah, I'm getting the
That
hell out
does
of it.
not stop either.
I don't want to be in that room anymore. I gotta be careful when the magic's running out.
The music is getting real.
Oh yeah,
It's getting real.
it's no longer just like nice sparkly music. Some of the regular blood skeletons, they're actually red. I like that sound too.
Painfully.
Now remember when that was lava? But we're in the frozen part now. And the scream never becomes less blood curdling. Attack potion. Necklace of J. of these. Because it's like a frozen blood-curdling scream.
And it's satisfying as hell.
Yeah, just like, bad.
They're bad guys, right?
Oh yeah, bad guys.
It's not
These are servants of Dracula.
It's not like
you
he
know,
killed someone innocent.
Like, Dracula is like the evil. Death works with Dracula.
You know, when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you run over a civilian, you kind of feel bad.
Alright, now, we're going to save it. Here we go, Mike. We're at this boss fight right now. It's going to have 3 types of attacks. One is going to smash you. Doesn't take off that much health. The other one's these electric balls. They'll hurt you quite a bit. The other one is major super duper lightning attack.
So you put on that thing I need.
You put this thing on, and for anyone watching, this is how you beat this guy. Yep. So you throw on this barrel circuit. Just keep going to the right, you'll get to him. He does take quite a bit of hits. No, don't worry. So watch. It's healing you. You'd be dead. Right now. If you're fighting. So even if he hits you quite a bit here, don't worry. He'll do his attack.
Hey!
And then, yeah, see, boom. Yes, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Dummy.
Yeah. If you didn't have that, this boss is so pain in the butt hard. So how you doing, Mike?
Good. Now. Dummy missed it. Hey.
Alright, he'll do his attack, and bam.
It's still rude.
Heals you up again. Hell of a guy, that guy. Now, if you had the lightning mail on, admittedly that wouldn't hurt that much, but it still hurt. You would have to use health and all that stuff. You do it this way, it's done. Simple as that. You gotta hit the other way.
You are one tough cookie to beat.
He does take a lot of hits too. That's the thing. That would be 98 points of damage without that thing on. For how much damage he's taken, that's insane.
Turbo.
Yeah, your arm gets tired after all. These things right here, those will hurt you straight up. So be careful of those. But don't worry. He's got the healing juice back on.
He's harder than Dracula.
Technically, I'd say he's easier than Dracula just because of, you're not dying from him, but he would have been much harder than Dracula. Without this thing, split explorative, but he would be the hardest boss. Instead, he's the most hardest boss. And that's going to be a joke later on.
Oh, alright. Hey.
Yeah, those you kind of got to just back away from.
Guys, we got a drink. That's going to be a while.
Not the worst boss in the world, but goddamn, he makes you work for it. And once you do get him, it's satisfying.
You think it's still be sold on it?
I know.
Half or something.
Well, man, this guy kind of runs. You got no material for this, really.
Whoa.
I've never been hit by it. Actually, I don't think I've ever really seen that. And I do think this guy is in Kid Dracula in some way. It's just the way the trophy for this guy is. And there is a separate. If you're playing on the Xbox.
I got a critical out of it. He's probably thinking the same thing. What's it taking so long to kill?
Yeah. Maybe there's a way to actually inflict like a lot of damage on him quickly, but this is how it is. It's not like you're gonna die, just... Oh, nice critical there.
You need a few.
Oh!
Yep.
Man, it's spectacular.
I was gonna flip them off, but I don't want to think that I'm flipping off the viewers. This is a kid show.
Good job. Get your item. Yes.
You gotta do the pose.
Without that barrel circuit, though, that is like the hardest boss on the planet.
I'm sure there's someone who did it without.
Oh! Once. Yep.
You
back
were
there, yeah. It's tough. Use all your items. Use all your healing items. I did have the lightning mirror on, so that was like my saving grace. You don't need that back. No. There we go.
So basically, if you don't get those two items, you're fucked.
Yeah. You need at least one of them. What we got? Gas clap. Make the noise, Mike. Alright, yeah, clear this area. Got some more items. Still like to be the diggity dog.
Gucci with a blue.
How is Gooch? How's everyone's
Gucci
favorite?
is doing awesome. 17 years old, or wasn't 17 on Christmas, but you could have fooled me.
Oh man, I thought she was only 11. You know,
I wish she was.
You know, she. What is that in dog years now?
A million.
Oh,
I
God.
think it's something like that.
Well, hey, those AARP letters probably coming in.
She's still jumping out of the bed, running around, healthy as can be.
And she has some, like,
She did have a heart murmur.
oh.
She got minor heart murmur,
But hey, she's rolling.
and we have medicines for her that I'm eternally grateful for because she's a really good dog. She's Daddy's little girl.
Oh, nice. Well, we're hoping to maybe see back on the show sometime, Gooch. She's appeared on some stuff. So.
She'll be on there.
Our Mario 3 episode, right? Wasn't she involved with that?
What a few, I think.
She helped with the production of that episode.
She edited that video, actually.
Oh, watch. See this thing?
Dig it. Meow. Aw, she looks a little cute animal. It's Cleo.
I want to take one of these girls out for reals. There we go.
Like that cat would keep that hat on.
Why not?
It's more believable that there's vampires than there would be that cat would
That a
keep
cat
that
can
hat
actually keep a hat on.
Yeah.
You're right, probably. We just go straight down. Really don't need to take the portal because we got to do with this one. Perfect. Just be careful. It's a creepy night here. This is still a Halloween episode, I feel. Even though we're well into November.
Well, there's
now.
no Thanksgiving game, so we figured.
No, right? Like, yeah, so this is just got to do.
Get our Castlevania fix out of the way, and
Besides, what is a item that you can use in this game that is Thanksgiving related? Gives you some health.
well, it's a pork roast, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's turkeys too.
Oh, it's turkey.
Oh, yeah.
I know in the Castlevania 64 there's turkeys.
Tell you what, before we fight Dracula, we'll eat one of the turkeys, and that'll be our
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Here's Thanksgiving, everybody. We're thankful for turkey, even when you go fight a vampire. Smile for the camera. And some of those grapes that I got too.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, we just gotta like cut through these guys now. See like this. Yeah, why am I even fighting this?
Yeah, you don't need to know. Water falling up,
Craziness.
I don't care what type of magic it is. That's not gonna work.
Clearly, they don't know about moisture and pressure.
Yeah.
Love the enemies in this game, though. It's nicely varied, and it's good design. So.
That's what I like about Bloodlines. It's a variety of monsters from, you know, the horror genre. Frankenstein, robots.
See, right now, we gotta, like, do some type of... Yeah. Kinda sucks. Trust me, though, it's necessary if we want to get the best ending for this. I never knew that. Like, the first time I ever played this game, you know, like, the first time I played a lot of games, you miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you could do all that kind of cool stuff.
I think the only game that 100% was Ocarina of Time.
You haven't played through that right now. Such a fun game. You forget how fun it is when you're playing. You're like, wow, it's this good.
I try and play it once a year.
Well, I'm playing it now on the Switch, and for the record, I just want to say, no problems yet.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fun. It's, you know, you gotta get used to the controls a little, but it's like, you know, playing with the game controls.
I don't think I'm gonna play Majora's Mask on there.
Really. Save states, dude.
Save states, but
like, trust me, even with our Ocarina Time, it's out.
I feel like with, you know, 5-10 years from now, when Switch 2's out,
Okay.
they're gonna get rid of the 64 channel. I'm gonna play it again. Majora's Mask was a great game, but it feels like you know how you get to save and you gotta start over again? That's what that whole game is about.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll play it again before I die. You know. But it'll be on the 64 or my, you know,
right.
3DS. So yeah, when I say knock on wood, I knock on my head.
Ah.
I can't wait to get the tree up myself too, because I got some cool ornaments this year.
Yeah, we got some good Christmas episodes coming up, guys.
Sonic 3 Complete will be the start of it.
Oh, yes.
Now you're saying,
I mean, that's almost our gifts to ourselves because we've been talking about that
Yeah.
for a long time.
and you're like, gee, Mike and Woody, that's not really a Christmas game. It's not, but you know what? There's a snow level in it, and that counts.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, this is a gift to us for you,
Yeah.
but mainly for us. Because, we, you know, like, go back. Like a year, we were talking about something. We're going to go through this at some point.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties with the Sega.
Right, yeah. So it's just good that we're actually able to finish and do it now.
We're going to do a new Game Plus. We're not going to, you know, go through the whole game and get all 14 Chaos Emeralds and whatnot.
Ooh.
Because the old eyes aren't what they used to be either.
Mike, can I ask a favor?
Sure.
Do you mind if I take on a particular boss?
Ruby and I will not say
Alright.
no, ever.
Honestly, not even like the hardest boss in the world. Like he doesn't like doing a lot of damage, but he's hard enough and he's annoying enough, and there's no like easy way to not die from
You
him.
had me at...
Alright, yeah. It's actually a pretty gnarly looking boss too. Gotta keep the axe though. Oh.
Cop or... You know what? I'm so fascinated, and the one thing I miss about school is the Alucard.
Yeah.
Junior high up.
This guy, he was a boss a while back. Now he just
It was.
My fart killed him. Always be saving. Give me that little bit of,
That's a life lesson, too.
save your shit. This is. I don't see how you can get through this part without the gas. I forgot about these assholes. They just smell.
When they die, they're
Not a shield, but you know, we got the Alucard shield now, so we're ready
yeah. Ooh. That's close.
There's a gremlin on the side of the bus! Don't worry, partner! I made my last payment.
I think those are the Conan O'Brien episodes.
Well, that was like the fourth Halloween episode. I know that because Halloween we were doing that. I was watching that.
I think some of the best episodes are freaking Conan O'Brien ones.
Oh, because they are.
Did they ever say which state The Simpsons takes place in?
Oh, here we go. This asshole.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Maybe you were playing it.
Probably.
I've seen it play. This guy's like Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
He's like fucking Joker. You're doing him straight.
Easily one of the grossest bosses that you'll ever know.
Because that fucker is being tormented. I mean, he probably deserves it, but still.
Well, I think he's still evil.
He probably is.
He has a ball. Got me some life.
This will be our last Castlevania game from that Halloween.
Yeah. What other ones can we do? I would like to do Castlevania 4 at some point. We never.
Castlevania 4 we can do proper. I want to do Master of Darkness. I know I mentioned that a few times. But I want to wait till Halloween to do those.
Legacy of Darkness.
Legacy of Darkness too. Those can be like a one-part episode. And if you find folks want us to continue on with it, we will.
At the very least, I like to do the art gallery level. That level's a perfect conundrum. On one hand, some of the best video game music you ever hear in your life. On the other hand, a really shitty level.
Yep.
Up and down with the gas shield. The gas cloud, whatever.
It's Dracula's
That's a
fire
shield.
gas.
Well, no, because there's still some parts, like, just to get, like, the rest of the items in the game. They just come at you. Like all this.
See, this is where it seems like it's sounding annoyingly hard.
Right. And unless you got that shit going on, you're not gonna get through it. Reaching the end game here, Michael. You know how it goes with the end game.
The end game now.
Yep. We're through the looking glass, people. Plus, at least it's funny because you do feel like you're a big fart cloud just going around killing everybody.
Hopefully fire. No.
I'll just make sure I get all the map coverage.
Maybe we can play Akamora Dracula for Super Famicom
Yeah,
next year.
I'll do that.
Switch it up a little bit.
Not gonna lie, there's like no difference.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that a lot now.
No sign.
Yeah. I think the only game that I noticed a big difference in was Bare Knuckle 3. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot of huge difference between the American versions and Japanese versions. Or the European versions. I'm starting to collect the Mega Drive games from From the Genesis.
Really?
Now, the Mega Drive games from Europe, those cases look fucking awesome. The Batman case looks so awesome. There's Batman, Michael Keaton Batman standing next to his Batmobile. So awesome. No.
That was a glitch. It'll show up in that episode. Yeah, let's see if I can do it again. Like, watch the background of him. Real quick. That time it didn't do it. Alright, let's see here. How's my coverage doing? I'm gonna go up. First I'll go this way. Definitely need the axe when you're fighting Beelzebub, but... I do like in this when you do save, it refills both your health and your magic meter.
Metroid would do that.
Metroid Prime does that. Well, it fills your health, but not like your missiles or anything. And I love Metroid Dread, but goddamn, I want Metroid Prime 4.
I think a lot of people do. Hey, those Metroid Dread is a fantastic game.
Yep. I love Dread. Yep.
2D will always be my favorite Metroid style game.
Yeah, but like, Metroid Prime is just such a trip. 2's good. 3's different, but it's alright. They give the upside down church very peaceful music.
As well as they should. For some reason, I'm more weighted out by the outside being upside down, though.
Yeah, like, that's not how it is.
I get why they did it. Realistically, it's memory. You know, they don't have the time to, reprogram it.
This section's super hard without the gas cloud. You see, I'm kind of like hugging the walls, so I'm trying to get as much of the map as I can right now. Don't need a lot of those items, but I like
Nice to get it. It's delicious.
These assholes.
He got it.
I know, right? Like that big ass contraption.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Zero design because of friggin' fired in alley.
It's all because he has that stupid contraption.
I know. It is a cool contraption.
It is.
It's like a super version of those like chairs that old people would go upstairs with. Alright, so right underneath me. Right there. There we go. Ah! See that shit?
He's getting back at you.
Ah! Oh, but he's there. I'm up with this. It's just a sword. See, that's the thing with the gas cloud. Like, it attacks dudes, but it's not the most powerful thing in the world.
I like that the money now you get actually is money and not just points.
The best thing to get in the game is that Joseph's cloak. Pretty much just because you can change the color of it.
I think I go to church when
I know, right? They had flying sword with shields.
No, I wouldn't go for that.
It's gonna be cool.
It would be. I don't want be attacking.
For one, we're not criticizing, anyone's beliefs here. We're just saying floating swords are cool.
Yes, as long as they're not attacking you.
Right.
This guy's ready to fucking rumble.
We'll come back here, because this way goes through Orox's thing. That'd be the best thing to do, yeah. We'll come back to that. Let's finish up the Holy Chapel. Oh yeah, and there's a certain boss coming up that's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to you fighting that.
Uphill.
Here's the upside down confession. I have a confession, compadre. I'm upside down! Shit, I'm out of here.
See, crap like this is the reason why I actually replay when I had this on the PS1.
We're doing
Just,
fine.
no, I'm just infinite magic, you know.
Not yet. Oh yeah, that goes all Rox's place too. Well, not quite yet. Trying to get the most maximum coverage with my service provider.
You again, like, you've already been here, but we haven't been here. Where's that fucking Where would you fall? If you fall into space, if you fell off a fast
Well, that's what I think you just like. I don't know.
Not in the video game. We know you fall into it. Whatever.
Usually not this deep, Mike. Oh, here we go.
Do it. Get it sailing too. So satisfying.
Great sound. Oh. Twilight cloak.
Nope.
Makes you sparkle. Doesn't make you sparkle. But this is, There we go. Now you look like Alec.
Yes.
There we go.
That's the best part of the game.
That sound.
It's just throwing those feathers.
Because it's easier. It just is.
I'm all about easy. And those things suck.
Alright, so. at it. Hey! I've noticed like, if you notice, you get the body parts with all the old school bosses. Like, I fought Medusa back in the day.
I wouldn't mind doing a Castlevania Symphony game playthrough.
I suck at that.
I never hated that guy. I always liked it.
I see why. It is cryptic.
It is.
You need a guy.
Oh, yeah.
On your own, it's just going to withhold information that you just wouldn't get.
Thankfully, we have the internet now, but I would still like to get that Nintendo Power.
I think games like that were really translations were kind of influencing what not to do.
Yeah.
You know, in a way.
Well, I want to try and get the Nintendo Power for that, but it's crazy expensive. I think it's like the second issue. Yeah, it is the second issue. That's why it's expensive. But good old Core Gaming had it. I don't know if they're still doing that. If you guys are in Salem, New Hampshire, check out Core Gaming.
Good store.
I always throw them a bone whenever I got stuff from.
Absolutely.
Alright,
now this kind of sucks, but we gotta go all the way back.
Matt Higgins is a cool guy. I like him.
Now we'll go through the Coliseum to then do Orox's. Not the real Orox, but you know.
Well, I'll play as Richter next Monday. I think
We'll do that next year for Halloween. We'll do it because Richter episode will last one episode. You can beat as Richter within like an hour, I would say.
I think we just gotta spell his name out to get him.
You spell his name, and then no, it's cool though. You can do like this up punch. So pretty much you just gotta get to this castle, obviously. And I don't want to ruin anything, but you gotta get to where you more or less you need to get to right now.
Does that playthrough take place after this or before it?
You know, it's weird. I don't think it's canon. So
A little Easter egg, I guess.
that's another reason why I would like the Saturn version. You play as Maria. Which I think is just like the same setup. It's just that, just get to the end.
That's like almost a $400 game. It's so rare. I don't know, they make it in Japan now. I think they made a lot of copies. I do love collecting, like, Super Famicom systems. Hopefully one day a Famicom. But I don't think I'm gonna get like a Japanese Dreamcast or Saturn because
Well, what's the point? Yeah.
all you need is action replay.
It's so easy.
I think technically with Game Genie, you can play Japanese games, but I didn't want to risk it and buy a Japanese game and not be able to play it. But thank God for those Retron systems. You don't really need to get the, Japanese systems. You can just play it on that.
That's the upside down Orox's quarters. Go through the Coliseum. There's a very cool boss coming up. Looking forward to that. I think you'll think it's cool.
God, it's so annoying. And we're still kicking ass.
I don't need to fight you. Upside down Coliseum gets scary music.
Mm-hmm.
Want to check? Want to give him a drink?
No, I the way I have it now, it shows the time and all that.
Oh, nice.
I still like to check them
I
out.
like these. We haven't seen these guys yet in this game. You know them.
Yep.
I'll take one on my regular style.
For these type of games, you gotta kind of double check to make it still recording. So you don't have to go through this all again.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Werewolf doesn't care. I'm not ashamed. Alright, here we go.
Which
To the
way am I
right.
going?
To the right.
I'm like, we just came from it. No. Oh, big Trevor.
Notice how this, so this is kind of like Castlevania 3. And Grant's up there. Grant's not in the TV show. That's
Ah, dummy. Big Trevor's out.
That sucks. He wasn't even in the show.
Yeah. Now I feel like a if they can add like a one episode type thing.
Yeah. And that was the Castlevania 3 reunion in this game.
They've all been dead a very, very long time.
Oh, yep. Alucard still lives, though.
That was pretty cool, though.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Castlevania 3 is just so freaking hard.
One of those games that even I tried cheating and I just gave up. It's long, too.
Those bad guys. Very great.
Well, I can say I finally didn't cheat playing Akamora Dracula.
There we go.
NES. Sure, it was uneasy.
It was.
Those are just details.
Hey, details. Yeah, a lot of details.
The important thing is it wasn't game cheating.
It was what the game gave you, you know?
We're not here to impress anyone. We're here to show you our love for video games.
And honestly, I think we're helping people, because if you were to play Symphony of the Night, if you follow this, you know where to go, what to do. Maybe a little, like, crudely, with a little bit of our own flair that we add to this as we do, but it's there. I recommend anyone, like, if anyone's ever having trouble with, maybe they want to play through Link to the Past, you are a video. I'll tell you what you need to do, where you need to go.
I think one day I might compile these all into one big episode.
Oh, yeah.
And just put it like a separate playlist, like long play episodes.
That'd be cool.
So I know when we do Ocarina of Time, we're just going to do one big long play episode instead of doing chapters like this.
Well, I think with Ocarina of Time, we might not be able to do it all in a row. That's a long game. Much longer than this. Much longer than this.
Oh, we'll release it all at once. We'll do, we'll do our own long play of we'll record at different times. Nobody goes.
Let's go back.
Then I'm like, you guys shaved your shorts. Everyone throughout the episode. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, did we?
Yeah, dude. Magical illusion, I assure you. Graham. I like this because look, you look at Graham, it just says a sword named Graham. That's all. It doesn't say why it's named Graham. It's just named Graham. Oh, yes. Quite a bit now. So that's pretty. Oh no. See a spot in yet. I love that attack. I just love it. It's so cool. It's cheap as hell, but it works so well. Now this way. Yep. That's the, as far as I can tell, that's the Coliseum. The upside down Coliseum. One thing, I mean, it kind of good, it kind of sucks about this is now, if you notice, the levels are a lot quicker, because you can just go through them. And technically, we've already been to them all.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, with angry hands.
They gotta do business.
Yeah. I know, I thought he was
Did
going
he try to come with you? Like, what up, Alucard? I'm your friend. Oh.
Actually, do I? See, if you see right there, see how you were right near the clock area, if you will. No, we don't need it. We already in there. Essentially, that's where we're gonna round back to at some point. And we're all planned out. Couple more bosses though. Only he's like, you can't defeat me. I'm Floating Sword Man. There we go.
So this is essentially a nice playthrough for you guys to get the good ending.
No, yeah, no. Well, I don't even know if I would call it a good ending, but it's canon. Yes. I try to let it be. Okay, so here's the endings. Well, here's the endings we're not gonna get. Remember when you fought Richter? You can actually get two endings there. If you wear the goggles and kill him, and if you don't wear the goggles and kill him. I'll keep doing that. But we're not gonna get any of those because those won't count. And then there's the one where if you kill Dracula, but you don't search all the castle, it ends with well, we'll get there. I don't want to do anything. Because have you ever seen this game completed?
No.
Yeah, so I don't want to read it for you either. The fire cloud rises in the middle of the night. Because, like, it looks ominous, right? But at the same time, you're a fart cloud.
No, is the moon upside down? I think it is.
It looks like it, right? The candles are upside down. Up. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got all the shit back. Right at the end of the game.
It's not like we didn't need it earlier.
Right. I'm doing this just because I want to try to get quite a bit of the map. And as you can see, this is a lot more satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Just fuck up the news ads.
Oh, this guy was a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I love games that do that, bring back bosses, but now they're just regular dudes and you just beat the piss out of them.
I think almost every beat 'em up on Street Rate, Sega Genesis is like that.
This is another old friend from the Castlevania games. Don't be afraid, yeah, they'll just go in and kill him. Yeah, it just takes long. I would duck and just, like...
It's like when the mummy did that to Hulk Hogan. Awful WCW match.
I mean, it's alright, he's doing no damage to you. Oh, you have the clock? Oh, hey, maybe it did something, right?
Alright, come on. Let's blow away.
Rib
Of that.
of Vlad. I just like how all the old school monsters have the parts of Dracula. The mummy, you know, the Frankenstein's monster, Medusa, the Castlevania original. As radical as this game was in terms of how it played Castlevania, it still stuck to its roots.
Yeah.
More than you think. You know, this is a Castlevania game through and through.
Now that we're putting the buyer parts, all I want to do is play
Castlevania 2, right? Yeah.
It was innovative. You go to town, you know, you gotta go to the castles.
As long as you got a good strategy guide with you, the game is doable.
Mm-hmm. Thanks online now. I did just pick up a new Nintendo Power issue too now.
Oh, nice.
The Manhattan Project one with Raph on the cover.
Oh, nice.
That was expensive for a while. It's gone down.
Bro, just kill this thing, man. Wow. 1 damage.
So it seems like the cloud, Spark Cloud, uses up most of your magic.
It does. You know, that's the problem. But hey, it works.
Mm-hmm.
They're so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love these dudes.
Flying on
Gosh.
Alright. Like, they're not flying.
You have to bisect them. Got some shit fly out. It's great. Let's do that. I like to use that once I get to Dracula.
What's that?
The heart crush. Yeah. We gotta go to the clock tower. Then after that, we're just gonna go to the marble gallery. These are all upside down places.
And it's on the dragon.
On to the big. Is there any other bosses left now? No. No, the last. Well, there's a boss right before you fight Dracula, but that's it. And yeah, I'm just that guy in Dracula. I'll take on these dudes. And now you gotta give all the credit in the world to the soundtrack too. I mean, you've heard more or less every song from this. Where do you think it stacks up compared to like Legacy of Darkness or Bloodlines or Part 4?
Well, because I like the traditional Castlevania music, it's definitely in the top 10.
Okay, nice. It is. It's more orchestrated than before, you know, but
I might have played one of the Castlevania Advance games. I know I didn't play any of the any of the ones that were on PlayStation 2 or 3. Except for this one.
Right.
But. So I think my last modern Castlevania game might have been this one, honestly.
Well, Legacy of Darkness, actually even Castlevania 64, like, was ahead of this.
I didn't play the ones on PS2 or PS3. I can just play them on PS4.
No, well, I mean, there's always compilations.
Yeah, the compilation.
Yeah.
But, you know, brand new.
Which I recommend anyone to get the Castlevania and the Advanced Collection for that
I
matter.
might pick up the Advanced Collection someday.
It actually is kind of a shame that Symphony of Night is not available on Nintendo Switch anymore. It is on PS4 and Xbox, but not Switch.
You think it would be right?
Yeah. Rondo of Blood is really only available right now. Like, the best way to play right now is on the PlayStation 4. If you download Requiem. And even then, that's kind of like a, not rework, just cleaned up.
I wonder why the Advanced Collection isn't on.
No, not that it's okay. So you've got Castlevania Anniversary Collection. That's got, like, you know, the Castlevania series that you think, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, Bloodlines. Then you got Castlevania Requiem on the PlayStation 4.
Mm.
That's got this game, and it's also got Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Now, the version of this game, though, it's the PSP port, so it's got a whole new dialogue, like different voice actors. Not terrible, it's alright, it's still the same game. And I guess even Rondo of Blood is completely, like, they translate a little bit more. You know, it's not just the straight-up version. The only way I know how to play the straight-up version of Rondo of Blood is on the Wii Virtual Console, believe it or not.
If you can get it, so.
Well, it's off. The dead software. If you didn't download it before it was on there, you ain't downloading it.
Unless you can mod it.
I downloaded it before that, so. But even then, I can tell you this: you'd rather play the Requiem version. And then, of course, there's the Advanced Collection, which has Circle of the Moon, Harmony and Dissonance, and Aria of Sorrow. Well, I want.
Gimme.
Gimme, I need. Alright. So remember this part right here?
There's that water falling up again.
There it is. Actually, wow. Yeah. Well, unless you're powerful enough. Shit like that always happens. And it really ain't for much. But we need to get that coverage going.
Good. You killed me. Good.
Good. So, I gotta go off this way now. Stupid. Now that you've seen both this and Super Metroid, and you were gonna play one of them, I gotta ask, where would you go? Super Metroid, though, not Mountain Fusion, and I'm not talking Castlevania Circle of the Moon or Harmony and Dissonance. I'm talking
probably Super Metroid.
The original contenders, Super Metroid, and of course, Symphony of the Night.
Probably Super Metroid.
There definitely seems to be more of like a exploration as far as items go, where this is more of like kind of like, I don't know, more like the experience. Like this is the forest where Metroid is the trees. That makes any sense, which probably doesn't, but I'm saying it anyway. We gotta go to the kind of the beginning of the you know, like that first area where you find that first portal, but in the regular side. Then we go down the other way, down the Marble Gallery. It'll take us to the clock room. At that point, we're just gonna peek our head into Overox's quarters, just get that little hallway there, and then that's it. We take on the man. Well, men.
You're gonna have to grab a beer for this one, folks. This is one of our longest episodes.
Yeah, we'll get there, everybody. And thanks for everyone who, you know, is actually watched all this with us. This will probably be actually, this episode would have been longer. I feel I should say now, a lot of this backtracking, so I like cover up the map. I did that off camera on the first map. Anyone that's looking to beat this game, it really doesn't matter towards that. Just, you know what rooms you've been in. You just gotta go on every single blue square of the room to get that going down. Kinda sucks, you know, but it is what it is. I'll take that. I think that'll be useful, actually. I'm gonna be going down a lot right now in this level, so I haven't something like a good high ground weapon.
It's over again. I have the high ground.
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, but I think we're supposed to see a trailer for Obi-Wan
Really?
on Friday.
What do you think of the Book of Boba Fett?
I'm excited about it. It might make Boba Fett awesome.
Yeah.
They made him awesome in Mandalorian.
They did not make him awesome in the Star Wars Christmas special, though.
No, or in the movies. You know the reason why he was awesome? Originally was because of the action figure.
He's a well-designed action figure, you know?
Yeah, it was because he shot a missile. And then it shot kids in the eye, and it brought it back, and it didn't shoot out
Terminus
anymore.
S. That's Terminus S. You see that?
Poison executioner sword.
I've never gotten that before.
No, you do.
Shame that, you know, we're getting kind of late in the game here,
Yeah.
so I don't need it. I'm pretty sure we have all the relics too now. Oh, yeah. God, isn't it great when you look at what you got and you're like, oh, everything, haha.
Just turn them all on at once, see what happens. Go nuts.
Oh, the only one that'll activate, I think, is the first familiar you turn on. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, to anyone that's playing this, search around familiars. They can be fun, I suppose. You know, this was during that time where, like, Digipets, I think, were becoming more and more popular, so I think that's why they're in this. You level them up, you feed them, you protect them, all that stuff.
I love playing that KO Garden in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, like, I remember that, too, yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah, the Tamagotchi. I never got into Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi lost me. But I respected those kind of... It was such a quick fad, but it seemed more than a fad. It seemed like a very innocent fad. At least it was something, you know?
There's nights that I'd be in that KO Garden on Sonic Adventure, like half the night.
I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of that, too.
Because then throughout the game, when you find shit, you gotta bring your animals to them to update your KO, to make them, you know, more.
And it's not just that, like, there was nothing like that, really.
Yeah.
It's not a, looking back, a little gitchy, you know, having a display on control with the receiver, but then look at the Switch, look at, you know, the...
Well, that came in handy with Castlevania, maybe not Castlevania, I'm sorry, Resident Evil.
Oh, when you
Code
saw,
Veronica.
yeah.
I think they even did it for Resident Evil 2 on the Dreamcast.
Digital pets were always interesting. I wonder if... I hear some people keep on going. As long as you just change out the battery when you're supposed to.
Yeah. Even when it came Sonic DX and Sonic Adventure 2 came out on GameCube, I still did the KO.
Really?
Not as long or as much, but I still did it.
Now, I'm wrong I might be wrong, but like that's just if I were to play like the arcade version on the Xbox, there's nothing you can do with that, right? Isn't that like feature completely disabled?
No, you can still do it. You don't need the mini thing for that. The mini thing's like a separate thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bitter flow.
A lot of good memories to when it first came out.
Oh yeah. Time for Dracula, my friends. Well, you have to fight a dude before Dracula, but yeah. And I do want to go down the hole to get a better weapon.
That's what she said. What, you don't like the, whatever the hell that is?
Oh, the stupid freaking throw. Oh, I killed him. Yes, up. I've got to do one clean up here real quick. Ooh, God.
I know, I got
Shit, dude, I think we got that on tape.
We did.
Shit. Well, the audio. We still say tape.
Yeah.
We'll always say tape.
We're very old school.
I'm very old school.
As you can tell, 98% of our games are retro.
Yeah, like we might do an occasional new one, but even the new one is with old franchises like Metroid Dread.
We should do a first impressions of GTA remaster.
Yeah, I want to play that so bad. Well, I already played through 3 Anti Andreas lately, so I'll do a Vice City run.
On the Switch, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I'll get it for both, but I'm not getting it for the Switch first.
Nah, just the appeal of having that game on a portable.
And the first 3D GTA on a Nintendo system.
It's time. It's time. It's fucking Dracula time. We're not going up there right away, though. We're gonna go down and get a better weapon. One last glimpse at the castle map. Pretty much sure I got everything I was supposed to. Yep. First, what are we gonna? Let's honestly, the axe is still just overall the best one. If you want, we can do it with the cross, but you know it's that like super attack.
Yeah, it's not the cross that I like. You know, the boomerang style cross is my favorite. Then the axe is my second favorite. Property cross.
Should we use one of those?
If we need to.
Yeah, we'll just use one now. We got a couple of them.
Right there.
Oh, we got 3. Nice.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
It's kind of cool at the end of the game's at the middle of the castle, though. Because traditionally, and it is the top of the first castle. Get ready, Michael. You're closing us out here. Take it home.
expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont.
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft.
Can you dig it?
This world
You have to
was
say that out
You
loud.
gotta,
Yeah.
yeah.
in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
Alright, enough of the...
For centuries,
There is a story
vampire
going on.
hunters
I know,
have
but-
defeated evil with holy power.
That dang holy power.
If two vampire hunters were to fight each other,
Oh.
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
I would have gone away with it too.
Does it indeed?
It wasn't that
We'll
pesky
see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
Alright. Use your sword. Like, you don't need to press up when you're hitting him. Like, just, well, jump. Just don't press up.
Critical. This isn't remotely annoying. Alright, you bastard, get down.
You're doing fine. Like, you got a lot of help.
I know, it's just really annoying.
Oh!
Ugh.
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
Go whence?
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
Father,
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
Dracula's
I
got
was
swagger,
hoping you
dude.
would not see it. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same
I like the way he says the word
nonsense.
remaking.
No matter.
It's great.
Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
You want to stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Do not leave the middle. Just jump and keep hitting. I'll let you know if you use a high potion or something. You guys kind of dodge this. Stay on one side, then move to another side. You probably want to use a high potion. Go up and go to high potion. Or even elixir, you probably got plenty. See, at this point, this is when you start using all this shit.
Wait. What button is it? You say it. I'm not ashamed.
I'm gonna use a couple more things. Gotta use a slick bat pentagram. Oh, I didn't. Alright, bat pentagram. We're gonna take him down using a bunch of items. Oh, and I forgot, since by the time, you know, it is Thanksgiving season right now, you know what we need to save us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Got some turkeys. I said I want some turkeys. I need some more health.
Jesus, giving it all.
Well, see, this is the only part in the game where, like, you actually need to use, like, health and stuff.
Mm.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
Drat.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26.
As cheesy and out of place as that sounds, I thought that was so badass the first time I heard that.
Tell me.
Like, they're quoting Bible
What-
quotes in the game. I thought that was
What were
cool.
Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
So yeah, that plays kind of the...
I like how he's dying. He's still like this.
I know, yeah.
Until next time.
In the end, it gets disintegrated. Nice. Gotta love the PS1 era.
I mean, that's part of the PS1 era was great.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
some of the 3D gameplay wasn't that great.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
'Tis.
Fear not.
It is.
I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must
Even though
always
I would
remember
go
that
myself,
the
if
only
I
thing
wasn't
necessary for
brainwashed.
evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
No.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right.
That's a good ending.
Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Thank you, Richter. Fare thee well.
And yourself, dear lady.
And once. And that was some Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And now we take it out with some smooth jazz.
Well, yeah, that was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So, thank you for staying with us through this whole playthrough. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. And make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Yeah, that was a big one. Expect a couple shorter episodes from here on in.
Yeah.
But this was a game we really wanted to do for a long time. It ended up being more of a Halloween project than we expected. But we got through it all, and we thank you for coming with us on this little journey. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'm Woody.
I'm Mike.
See you later.
See you later.